has never happened. That we have gone to IMF and then when they do an assessment, we don't qualify.
Your conversation indicates that you're completely ruling out the role that the COVID played, and then the war situation that they found themselves as of that time.
You see, what I'm saying is, do you know a lot of people got COVID but they survived? But some died.
Yes.
Check those who died. What happened to them? They had underlying conditions.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
If at the time we had $14 billion at the central bank, we wouldn't have declared bankruptcy. We would have had dollars to pay after we printed a lot of money. Do you get the thing? So COVID came to take advantage of the underlying conditions. If you have BP, you have diabetes, you have hypertension and all those things, and you get COVID, you will die. Do you understand? So at the time COVID-19 arrived, Ghana was suffering from underlying conditions that made us susceptible to attack and collapse.
So, Honorable, how prepared is Ghana to meet these obligations? Without,
which of them?
I mean, in terms of we have issues of significant external debt servicing obligation.
Yes.
I mean, this took us so many years.
Yes.
Now, the problem here is that you have 14 million sitting down.
Billion dollars.
Billion dollars, sorry, I beg your pardon.
But that's not government. It's not government of Ghana.
Bank of Ghana.
Yes.
They are telling you that the country still needs a lot of cushioning. You are reserving such monies. And
that money cannot be used to cushion the economy. Please. I have told you that monetary dominance is illegal. So money sitting at the central bank is not a place that the government should even be looking, because it is not for you. It is to manage external shocks. If we hadn't done that, and oil prices shoot up because of Iran war, and we require a lot of dollars to buy oil, where are we going to get it from?
So you're putting it as a reserve for some of these emergencies.
It is to manage external vulnerability. The word is vulnerability. To build resilience through buffers.
Okay.
And these people didn't know that. They threw all the buffers to the extent that at the time we're going to IMF. Do you know that even IMF, when they are coming to your country, they assess your credit worthiness in terms of how much they have lent you already. And you know, their measure is a stringent measure. It is how much is outstanding of their your obligations to them as a percentage of your net international reserves. And the threshold is that you must be able to finance those loans with about 18%. We're doing 123%. In other words, we did not even qualify in terms of the IMF's own measure of our credit worthiness to IMF itself.
Okay.
And IMF simply said that they found a caveat and said, Ghana has a track record of paying its debt over the years to the IMF. As a result, even though we see that our reserve position is dire, we believe that we can go by the historical performance of the country. So they were not judging us by Akufo-Addo Bawumia. They were judging us by the track record of President Kufuor, the track record of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama I, the track record of Professor Mills, Jerry John Rawlings. That was the standard they were judging us. If it was left with the government at the time, we didn't qualify, even per the IMF's own assessment of our risk exposure to IMF itself. The IMF could not believe that we didn't have enough dollars to pay them the debt that we owed. This is the situation that we're in. Today, what do we see? Today, they are complaining that we have resolved that problem, we have built enough buffers, and Ghana is resilient. Ghana is resilient fiscally because we have been disciplined, and all our fundamentals in the fiscal environment can even deteriorate up to a certain percentage, and we'll still cope with it. Our reserve can match a certain number of years. Right now, what we need to do, and which we are doing, is to find alternative sources of getting fuel into our country. But in the case of Ghana, you also remember that even now, when the problem came, we already have a reserve that could last about 5 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Imagine we didn't have that. what do you think would have happened to us?
Honorable,
So the two regimes are completely different. It is a teacher and a lecturer situation.
so with all these, I mean, with this brighter outlook you have actually painted, why is government struggling to implement the 24-hour economy? Because there's no money.
The 24-hour economy is not about money. It's about getting the policy framework right. You see, you can't have a budget line called 24-hour economy, because in agriculture and agribusiness, you expect to leverage a mainstream 24-hour economy. In hospitality and tourism, you expect to mainstream 24-hour economy. In infrastructure development, you expect to mainstream. So the cost of putting together 24-hour economy sits on the budget of several ministries and departments. Do you get the point? And that is why we had to set up the 24-hour authority that will provide an enabling environment to coordinate all these activities